Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. It's Sunday, it's a day to indulge and we're gonna do a chocolate souffle. So you've probably seen souffles before, it's much easier than you think. I'd probably give it a, let's say, a 2 out of 3 in difficulty. The one we do today is a very simple souffle, very easy to do for you at home. It goes fairly quick, so let's get straight into it. So the first thing we need to do is melt the chocolate. Just put it in a bowl over a water bath and let it melt slowly on the side. And while it's melting, we can prep the rest of the stuff. So first, take 2 oven-proof ramekins. Now take a brush and we need some butter. So with that, just take the butter and we brush the ramekin. Once it's fully brushed, now the next very important part is you brush upwards. Go to the very top of the ramekin, that's very important. The upward strokes will help the souffle rise up in the end. So once it's done, take some sugar, just coat the whole butter with the sugar. This is also just to prevent the souffle from sticking to the sides of the ramekin at any point. Put the ramekins into the fridge just for a little bit so the butter can harden a little bit. Okay, so now we have the chocolate melting and the ramekins in the fridge. Now we start making the souffle dough. We need 70 grams of butter and 70 grams of sugar. Just make sure the butter is room temperature and we whip it till the butter is almost white in color and a little bit foamy. That looks good. Now after we add 100 grams of egg yolks. Once that's done, take your melted chocolate, add it to the mix. This is 100 grams of chocolate that we just melted. Just mix it. That's it. Now just put it in the fridge for a little bit so it's not too hot. When you add the whipped egg whites, it doesn't deflate quickly. You take about 120 grams of egg whites, whip it till soft peaks. That's what we want to see. Normally take about a third first. Just mix it in. It's gonna be almost like a mousse, like a chocolate mousse. Now in 2 more parts we're gonna slowly add the rest of the whipped egg whites and just fold it under. Try to not break the bubbles too much because that's gonna let our souffle rise in the oven. I just add it into the bigger bowl, it's a bit easier for me to mix. If you have a dinner party, you can prep the chocolate in advance and leave it as like a base mass. But once you whip the egg whites and you add it to the base mass, you need to bake them. They need to go into the oven right when the base is done. You see it's extremely light and airy. That's what we're looking for. Now take your 2 ramekin molds. Now we're just gonna fill them with our souffle mass. Now use a palette knife, or if you don't have a palette knife, just use maybe the back of a butter knife and just try to even it out as good as you can. Now take some kind of towel and just scrape on the inside of the souffle. That will kind of help it rise as well. Now place the souffles on your baking tray and add a little bit of water. Now they will go in the oven for about 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. Once they come out of the oven, you need to serve them immediately because they will start to deflate, but it's a great showstopper at every dinner and it's very, very delicious. So that will be all for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave it in the comments below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.